go ahead and pop the hood. And for safety's sake, you do want to disconnect the battery, which I did not do. All right, so we're going to take a flathead to this cover. Go ahead and back those out. All right, then you have these two spots here as well that you're going to have to pry. That's one, and the other one's over here on this side. There's one. All right, let me just go ahead and pop this off. Make sure you don't lose your pins. You can simply lift the cover off, and now we have access to the coil packs, and the spark plugs are directly underneath. I'm actually going to grab my shop vac. There's a lot of crud in here, and I don't want any of that stuff falling in the motor, so I'm just going to vacuum this up real quick. All right, so next, it doesn't matter which one you start with, just pick one side and work your way down. And I'm actually going to be starting right here with this one. So first we're going to go ahead and remove this clip. We're just going to push this tab, and that should back on out. There we go. And then we're going to move this bolt here, and this should be a 10 millimeter, and it is a 10. Go ahead and back that out. Be careful not to drop the bolt. All right, there's our 10. And now this coil pack should pop straight on out. Let's get this out of the way. This should pop straight on out. Just a small wiggle, and you can see the spark plug is down there. So now you will definitely need an extension. And also, I like to use these spark plug sockets. So these just have a nice little magnet on the inside. Well, this one does. There are some with like a rubber boot. I like the magnet one a little bit more, but they're not that expensive. Makes this job a lot easier. All right, so we're just gonna drop this right onto that spark plug. Make sure that it catches, and we can attach our socket. All right, socket's attached. I'm gonna do this two-handed just because I don't want this to slip. There we go. There we go. More threads than you think sometimes. And that is a pretty worn out spark plug. So you can see it there. That color is fine, but it's definitely just worn out, used and abused, but there's no oil dripping on it. So we don't have any kind of valve cover leak. So this is a good sign, and we can go ahead and replace this. And these are the new plugs I'm using here, NGKs, and the number is 95710. And these should be pre-gapped to 0.44, but we're still gonna check them just because in shipping, you don't know what kind of abuse this box went through, so I don't trust it. I always check them first, so 0.44. And you can see how much cleaner this one is in comparison to the old one we just took off. All right, so you can see the dials here. We're looking for 0.44. And you can see there, we are definitely within range. And you can see the old one and the new one side by side. And you can see how much wear that the old plugs have, especially in the tip. It's crazy. All right, so the new plug is here. At this point, you can use anti-seize if you want to. I don't think you have to, and I'm not going to. I do have some, but with these plugs, typically I haven't had any issues with needing anti-seize. All right, here we're gonna take them down to hand tight before we attach our ratchet. And I'm not sure the torque spec on this, but you definitely do not want to over tighten. All right, so I got it hand tight. All right, and we got it set down in there. Feels really good right now. We'll go ahead and take this ratchet off. And all we have to do is attach our coil pack, but before we do that, we are gonna wipe off some of this crud and stuff. We don't want any of that falling in there, and then we're gonna reattach. All right, at this point, if you had some dielectric grease, it'd be great to put on the end of the boot before you put it on. I thought I had some, but I have freshly out, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and pop this back on. Just make sure this bolt hole lines up and give it a firm press. And it should seat in there. We're gonna go ahead and snug this 10 millimeter back down. All right, that's snugged. We'll go ahead and reattach our plug-in. snaps in, that one is done. And now we can do the same thing to each one, going one at a time, and you're done. All right, with everything tightened down and snugged down, make sure to put your cover back on with these 2 screws lining up right here. And then don't forget about the little pop points. And if you disconnected your battery, go ahead and make sure you reconnect it now before starting the vehicle. All right, so now we can start the car. Make sure we have no crazy rattles, no smoking, no check engine lights. I will say it starts up way smoother already. We have the brake light on, and then just our eco light. When we turn those off, nothing but the seatbelt light. So that's great.